Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the place where we talk all things records. Now today I've got a really big haul of stuff I had from the past weekend, so lots of interesting stuff in here, so let's get to it. Well, first up I picked up another nice clean copy of this. Of course, the wonderful Help by the Beatles. The sleeve is really nice condition on this one, I'll get it out a bit. Some creases, but overall pretty good and glossy. It's the mono original pressing. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a first or second, but certainly a 1965 press. I'll very quickly show you the label. It's just the parlophone. Giving it a clean and it sounds really nice compared to my other one had a small warp in it, so that's why I needed a new one. The usual surface marks, but overall really nice. There's the label. Labels are pretty clean. And sorry, as the other side, I'll spin it around. See there? Overall pretty good. Pretty normal for a Beatles album. Now here was one that I was really happy to get because I've been after it for a while. It's Led Zeppelin 2. That's an original 1969 Plum label. As you can see there, it has the Lemon song credit, so I think it's like a third issue or something like that. Certainly not like the earliest with the Rec credit, but still cool to get a Plum label because I just love the sound of them. I really do think they sound awesome, and that's just an awesome one to look at as well. So here we go. Show a close up of that, and it has that weird I don't know if it's a misprint, but it's the thank you is not separated, so that was cool. And then his obviously side here, I'd call this VG. It plays pretty well, just has some clicks and that sort of thing. Of course, got some classics on here. Hopefully that one will focus in. It's a really nice label. I do like it. Of course, not on Atlantic Records rather. And here was another cool one. So Stones, Out of Our Heads, but it's a first stereo pressing. Now it is fake stereo, so it doesn't sound amazing. It sounds okay actually. I'll just clean this one as well, and it sounds pretty good considering it is fake stereo, but it's not the best. So it's not, if it is really expensive, I wouldn't really buy it, but this one was actually pretty cheap. It was like 40 quid. So I went for it. Some of them I've seen that are really stupidly expensive. So I'd say if you can find it kind of around that price, it's worth picking up, and it's got the original cool Decker in the sleeve. You can see the label there. I will get it out just because it's interesting to see. None of them are true stereo, like I said. It's all kind of fake, weird mock stereo, but it's a lovely label again. I do like the unboxed Deckers, especially on stereo. And I'll spin that around again. Might be a bit upside down, but sorry, that one's upside down, but getting it around in the frame. Again, surfaces are pretty good because I saw it had some residue, so that's why I cleaned it, but it was overall alright. No skips or anything, which is my main thing. The one thing I can't deal with is skips really, but a bit of noise I can handle, so I was pleased with that. Now I also picked up some Pink Floyd because I need this one for my collection. It's Atom Heart Mother, a first press, a 1G on the Harvest. I will get it out. Of course it's that gatefold, but here's the back. That really interesting cover of the cows there. Now I've heard bits of this album, but I haven't listened to it the whole way through, so it'll be really nice to do that. Still need to clean this one just because I didn't have space on my cleaning rack, but the original Harvest in the sleeve as well. Hopefully you can see there. And again, this one is really nice shape. It just needs a bit of a clean because I think it's been in storage, but I'll try and show that 1G. Hopefully you can see. There we are, that's quite clear there. The original Harvest, the gramophone rim text. Again, oh sorry, it's upside down, but yeah, so that one was nice to get because I didn't have it yet. Now there was also this really cool store local to me that had some great albums, and I already have this one. It is another Swell label, so I do have two Swell labels, but it's only £2, so I was like, definitely not leaving it there for that price because £2 for any album is amazing. But get it out and show you because I love the Swell design label. I think it's awesome. Again, pretty clean this one. Not the best lighting I've got, but hopefully you can see there the gloss. It's got awesome. And here's the label. Try and get that around the right way. Again, some great tracks on this one. A Year I love, and of course, Paper Plane is a classic. Again, that side's pretty nice and clean. And then there were just a few others that I picked up because again they were cheap. This was from a different store, but I've been really getting into T-Rex and Mark Bolan because again before I've got all the early T-Rex stuff, so I was just getting some compilations and sort of filling the gaps. There's a track listing up there. So it's got like some just kind of random stuff, kind of interesting, I guess you could say. And I suppose we'll carry on with this one actually. This is another compilation. Didn't have an inner sleeve, but again it was only like £2. It was the Rider White Swan T-Rex on MFP. I guess the Fly label as well. Here is the track listing. It's got quite a good track listing, this one actually, a lot of the early stuff. Really nice and cool on the MFP label, as I said.